Welcome to a quick demo of the Grocer Store Dispatcher. As you can see, the Store Dispatcher is a web-based application that is available on my screen right now. And it is used for a store manager or a store operations manager to make sure all the orders are coming in and he can process them by accepting them, rejecting them, or pushing them to a driver as a dispatch on a manual or an automatic basis. Now, if you were to divide the entire dispatcher into different components starting from left to right, we would start with the orders, as you can see here. I can see there are orders which are put under different statuses, starting from the new order where all the new pickup and delivery orders are placed. And you can see it has an order ID, you've got a cancel button, accept button, the type of order that has been placed. It could be delivery or pickup. I can see more details about the order that has been placed with the details about the store, the pickup address, the delivery address, order time and delivery time, customer details, what was the payment method, and what were the order details along with the payment breakdown in terms of the subtotal, delivery fee, discount, and taxes, and finally the final total. We also have the QR code, which is also useful in case the store manager wants to paste it on the packaging, allowing the driver to be very cautious and careful when he's picking up the orders so he picks up the right order at the right time and for the right customer from the right store as well. So this is very helpful in case you want to verify while picking up the orders. We have these details also available here on the outer side, making it easier for the store manager to find out the order that he's looking for. We've got the date filters from and to. You could put the start date and end date and see the orders that were placed between these times. We've got the search that allows us to search with the name, email, phone number, etc. We'll come back to this later once we've got multiple orders placed here. In the center, we see uh, the map view, which gives us details about the location of the store, the location of the customer, and where our current online driver is. This gives a very holistic and a good view for the fleet manager as well to see where his drivers are at and how the different locations based on the orders are positioned. Now on the right side we've got drivers, and the drivers are also available under different statuses. One is online, which means that the driver is available to receive orders. Offline is where the driver has gone either offline because he switched off his phone, or he's gone offline because he's logged out or marked himself offline from the application. Inactive is when he's been not in a good network and not being able to update his location or his status or presence on the system. He goes inactive after a certain amount of time, which is configurable again from the CMS panel. And after a certain time of being inactive, he goes back into offline mode. So we know that the orders are not being sent to a driver who's offline and not available to receive them. Coming back on the statuses before we move on to creating a new order, I would like to talk more about the statuses of the orders that we see here. One is the new, where all the delivery orders and the pickup orders are coming in but have not been accepted by the manager. So if I go ahead and accept this order, it's going to go and update the unassigned section. The unassigned section is comprised of all the orders that have been accepted by the manager but have not yet been pushed to the driver for servicing it to the customer. Now, once a delivery order has been accepted, it comes to unassigned. If a pickup order has been accepted, it goes under the pickup section because the life cycle of the pickup order is smaller than the delivery order and has fewer statuses. So it's completed in a separate section, while the delivery order goes from unassigned to in dispatch when we push it out to a driver, and then finally to assigned when the driver accepts and finally has the order. So what we're going to go and see is that we have a driver online whose different statuses like the battery, his location, what phone he's using, make and model, etc., and the version he's using currently are displayed. Now we've got different dispatch options. One is a manual dispatch. The manual dispatch is where you can select the driver you would like to assign the order to, and the automatic dispatch is where the dispatching module on the back end decides the nearest driver and sends him the order and keeps sending it one after another driver in a round robin fashion based on the distance of the store from the driver, meaning that it goes from the nearest driver to the second nearest to the third nearest driver, and goes on for the dispatch amount of time that we've put in the CMS panel. We've got a driver online. On the right side, you can see his name is Wilton, and we've got a couple of orders under unassigned on the left hand side. So what I'm going to do, go ahead, dispatch one of the orders to Wilton, and I am mirroring my iPhone on my Mac right now, and the iPhone is running the driver application, which is running Wilton's account in turn. So what I'm going to do is go click on manual dispatch, click on the driver. I've got two options, request and assign. In case of request, I can request the driver to accept or reject the order, which will give him a pop-up on his app where he has an option to accept or reject the order, whereas in case of assign, it would directly be populated in his jobs list and he would not have an option to accept or reject the order. So I'm going to go ahead and click on request, and as we can see, we've received a new order with all the details. I'm going to go ahead and accept it. As soon as I accept it, I can see it under the assign section on the dispatcher that the new order has been assigned to this particular driver, and we can also see it on the driver application. Now as I move forward, I can change the different statuses of the order, and those are going to reflect on the dispatcher here as well. I'm going to go ahead and click on the driver application as well to show you that we've received the order from Jubilee Marketplace. Let me move this towards the center and go ahead on the driver application. I can see all the details are same as what we had ordered, and I'm going to go ahead and start the job. I get a notification on the dispatcher. I'm going to say I've arrived at the store. I can see all the details while I have seen the order items. I'm going to go ahead and skip it, not scan the QR code, and I have the details. I can view all of them, and I'm going to go ahead and click on arrive, that I've arrived at the customer location. Now I'm at the customer location and trying to get it delivered, and when I put my signature, and I can skip and complete the order as well. Now the order has been successfully delivered. It's been moved to my past order section, and as you saw, all the order updates were real time, and as soon as I was making updates on the driver application, the updates were also sent to the dispatcher right here. Now going forward, the next set of features that we have on the dispatcher is to be able to create a new order. Go ahead and show you the details. This is the create new order option, and we've got three order types which we could create. One is category based, second is favor, and bulk order. The category based is a direct pull from the inventory of the store. Favor is where we are more free to put in the item name, create a completely new item by typing in the name, the unit, the quantity, and the unit cost as well. While bulk order is a very free option where you could just simply say 20 bottles of Coca-Cola, and or just say Coca-Cola and 20 bottles and a total weight of that, and you can just completely add it to the cart. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the customer details first. This is very cool in case you have orders coming in from different sources and you want to patch them back into the system and get it delivered from one of your drivers. So now this Shiv was one of the customers that had already placed an order with me, so I have him in the database. So this particular form could also pull in information from your store database about the customers that have been your regular customers before. I have an option to choose between delivery and pickup. I'm going to go ahead and say delivery, or I could just change it to pickup as well. Or get back to delivery so that I can show you the get delivery fee as well. Now, since the customer was a regular customer, I also have his preferences on the select addresses option. So I know some of his saved addresses that he already has. I'm going to go ahead and select that. I'm going to go back to the category based option. Could choose between order now and order later. On order now, I'm going to go ahead and select the category drinks, go select table chocolate, and I don't really have to do a subcategory selection, but I could just go inside and scroll through and keep adding products. As soon as I add them, you can see on my right hand side, these items are automatically added. I could add special instructions if I wanted to. The next option is to select a payment method that could either be cash or card. I'm going to go ahead and say cash and get the delivery fee. I get the delivery charge based on the configuration that has been done in the CMS panel, and I could apply the promo code as well in case I have one to give discounts to the customer. And when I check out, I place a new order that get automatically updated here. So I can see I can see an order that has been placed for Shiv with all the details that we just mentioned while creating a new order. The order process remains the same. I'm going to go ahead and accept the order. It goes to this section. I go ahead and do a manual dispatch. And assign it to Wilton. This time he doesn't get a notification as a ringer. He just gets notified through push notification, and he gets it on his job list directly. Now, the second type of order that could be created again for Shiv is a favor, which is more of a flexible than a free order. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say Pepsi can, and it's gonna be, I think, 350 ml can, and the quantity that I want is 3. Unit cost is 20, so it's going to automatically calculate the cost and add it here. It says 60, and it also shows a view here. I can go ahead and say chips. It's going to be mostly 100 grams chips, and the quantity is going to be like, I need 10 packets of 100 grams of chips, and each one of them is going to cost me 30 bucks. So I'm going to go ahead and add this. It gets added here. Then I can follow the same process where create a payment and get delivery fee and simply check out. And I get notified that a new order has been placed. This also pops out on my customer store application because we have a similar app on the iPad and iPhone that runs the store version of the web one you're seeing right now. Last but not the least, we've got the third type of order. I'm going to place it for the same customer, Shiv, and select the address as we did. Go for bulk order. Say, I'm going to be very a little generic right now, or not being very specific. I'm going to say a bag of chips, or I'm just going to say just get 20 bags of chips, and it's going to weigh about 20 kgs, 10 kgs, or 20 kgs, and the bill amount is going to be 24 because the driver is going to go and pick it up for you from the store and also put in the bill number as well. So I'm just going to say it's going to be 240 bucks, and the bill number is A34256, random number, gets added. I could add multiple items, but I'm just going to go ahead and say cash, get delivery fee, and check out to see a new order has come in. I can see a new order has come in, and the details have also been updated here as soon as we see it. Thank you for watching the video.